Welcome back to my channel. It's Wednesday, 21st of December, 2022, and today is going all so wonderfully, isn't it? Well, the holidays are just around the corner, but before that, I have a little gift for you. Gwendlyn Brown, Christine and Cody's daughter, just dropped a brand new video on her YouTube channel. In this video, she reacts to Season 17, Episode 2. But here's the twist. At the very end, she takes some time to answer questions from her Patreon supporters. If you didn't know, she has a Patreon, to which fans can ask her anything, and in this video, she shared quite a bit. And no surprise, a lot of the questions were about her dad Cody and his wife Robyn. Well, let me tell you, it was sort of one of those moments. Finally, one of the daughters speaks out, having mostly been quiet about the family drama up until now. And let me tell you, she doesn't hold back about Robyn. She also points out some of the things that seem inconsistent between what Robyn says on camera and what she actually does in real life. Plus, she dives into questions about Cody and Robyn's relationship. Her video went live for patrons earlier in the week, and now that it's public, we're able to actually see what she had to say. So let's get into the thoughts and feelings of Gwendlyn regarding her dad and Robyn, and why she feels Robyn isn't quite what she seems, or maybe it's just for the cameras. But before I dive in, allow me to ask one quick favor of you. Please give this video a thumbs up, and if you have not already, subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any updates. And make sure on your way out you hit that subscribe button. While at it, click the notification bell so that whenever new content drops, you will be notified. Drop a comment too. Love hearing what you think. Now, a little background about Gwendlyn Brown. She's the fourth child of Christine and Cody. She presently lives in Flagstaff, Arizona. Exciting news, she just got engaged to her girlfriend, now fiancé, Beatrice. On top of that, she's going to school, which is great. The funny thing is, even though her mom lives about 8 hours away, Gwendlyn sees her mom more often than her dad. In her video, she went through a recap of the episode. You can check it out on her channel. But what I really want to focus on is some of the responses from her to some of the questions that fans have been asking. A lot of people have wondered why Cody and Robyn have been mostly absent online lately. Are they avoiding fans? Are they trying to escape criticism? Gwendlyn shared her thoughts. She believes part of the reason they've stepped back is because of how viewers perceive them, but also because they're genuinely busy raising their kids. Interestingly, she added that they might not even care much about public opinion at all, which honestly I found a little surprising. She shared also her thoughts on Robyn. How does she come off on the show, and if that has changed Gwendlyn's view of her? Then, one of the fans, Amber Fallsgraf, asked which of the kids actually watched the show. Gwendlyn's answer, pretty much none of them. Watching it is kind of stressful from their perspective. It's not really their thing. As far as the kids are concerned, it's just one big show of drama for the viewers. To them, it's family. The way people act when the camera is on has truly shaped and molded what Gwendlyn thinks about Robyn and Cody. She admits watching Robyn on the show has made
her like her even less. She even says it's probably not completely fair. She does not really like Robyn as a person. But anyway, the show surely did nothing to help Robyn's case in her eyes. Recall how Robyn is always going on and on about how much she adores Christine's daughters, how she gushes that they're so neat and that she has the best relationship with all the kids? Well, Gwendlyn kinda pops that balloon. She flat out says, I don't really like Robyn, and watching her on the show only made her opinion worse. It's kinda sad, actually. It makes you really wonder how different Robyn could be in real life from the polished version we see on camera. Whereas on the show, Cody comes across as manipulative and controlling, and Robyn, well, she tries to play the part. She's an amateur actress, but clings to the notion that she can perform all the crocodile tears and over-the-top moments. Of course, she's not a favorite of Gwendlyn. Gwendlyn also points out that they don't watch the show because it's their real life. She mentions at the very start of the video that being a subject of a reality show is tricky. You can't really separate yourself from it. And honestly, it makes you wonder, are any of the kids even being paid for participating? Or is Cody just using his family to make money? Which, let's be real, seems pretty likely. In this episode, Robyn does point out that Cody seems more ill-tempered, meaner, and even a little scary at times. So it makes sense that the kids wouldn't want to watch or relive that drama on screen. Notwithstanding the fact that Robyn complains about how ill-tempered Cody has become this season, Gwendlyn points out that Robyn still seems to get more attention, and the kinder kind, from him. Ouch, right? That's a little burn if I ever heard one. So in that first episode, Robyn says that Cody is meaner, angrier, and it's just not fun to live with him right now. But Gwendlyn's take? Well, Robyn's still getting treated as a princess compared to the rest of the family. You know how Janelle always refers to her as the damsel in distress? Now you have to wonder, what's really happening when the cameras go off? Is Robyn always causing some drama while poor Cody's being Mr. Knight in shining armor? As Gwendlyn points out, even when he's angry, Robyn still comes out ahead in the family hierarchy, and she can complain on TV about being treated unfairly when really she's probably still getting it better than everyone else. I must say, I wish we could get to see them off camera. Given the description by Gwendlyn, the way Robyn acts doesn't exactly make her out to be the sweetest individual. Then, during this episode, Jeline Carriera chimes in, saying that Robyn just says that she reaches out to Janelle and the kids and hits walls. Nobody's responding to her calls. However, Gwendlyn says that she has never seen Robyn actually reach out to anyone. Is she doing it off camera? Because according to Gwendlyn, Robyn never reached out to her, even when she tried. For example, Gwendlyn even sent Robyn a birthday message, but she never got any real engagement in return. Gwendlyn added that Robyn really never did the same for her. In Gwendolyn's view, what Robyn says on the show is simply not true. Thus, what Gwendlyn doesn't only not particularly like Robyn, she finds her deceitful. On the show, Robyn's oft-repeated refrains of, "I reach out to the kids all the time, I just want to have a better relationship with them, I do everything I can, I love those kids." Yeah, right.
Gwendolyn's experience? She sent a birthday card to Robyn, which received complete radio silence. Yikes. Remember how Robyn complains that Christine doesn't want a relationship with her kids and acts all hurt and shocked about it? Well, when Christine's kids actually try to connect with her, Robyn doesn't even bother responding. What double standard? Honestly, Gwendlyn ain't sugarcoating nothing. She calls it like she sees it. She further touched on questions regarding Cody and his lies, if he even realizes that he lies. Shelley Rosa asked if their dad ever looks back at his past mistakes and the lies he's told. Gwendolyn's take is that most people are usually oblivious to the mistakes they make, especially those concerning their loved ones, and they are unlikely to admit fault. She claims that Cody does not actively call the children. Instead, she usually has to call him to find out when he is available. Still, she does recognize that he has been working at it, and over time, it does seem like he's getting better. Poor Gwendlyn. She's only telling it like it is. Seems to be the family dynamics many don't actually see. Gwendlyn spoke of most people not liking, or being unable to, admit when they're wrong, especially concerning family situations. She said that's just sad because, well, it shouldn't be that way. Most of us realize pretty quickly when we acted wrong. Sure, sometimes we act out of character or in ignorance, and admitting mistakes is hard, but deep inside we generally know. She feels Cody is different. She believes his narcissism makes him incapable of admitting fault. And when he claims he's trying to reach out and maintain relationships with his kids, but it's actually the kids who have to initiate contact, that really shows he's not the father he says he is. His choices, focusing on Robyn and her kids, have left some of his own children feeling neglected. Next, Gwendlyn had to deal with Robyn's constant victim attitude, and if Cody is very aware of it, or are people confronting them about it. She mentioned how nobody really is in the family, which is unfortunate. There was a rumor mill running rampant inside the family, which at some point in time Cody needs to know about, but nobody has confronted them. She also made this interesting side note regarding people who say they are empaths. She finds it weird, likening it to someone claiming that they are super popular. True empathy is actually not broadcast. It is more on silently comprehending and being in touch with, rather than announcing to people. Gwendlyn also pointed out how strange it is for people to claim that they are empaths, for it is kind of like someone walking around bragging about being popular. True empaths don't announce it. It's just quietly understood. Totally random observation, but fair enough coming from her. It sounds like in general, the family doesn't do much to confront him about it. She mentioned on her Patreon a few weeks ago that they have tried talking to him about it, but he's pretty much just like a brick wall. He doesn't like even to think about it, doesn't want to talk about it, and won't acknowledge when someone is upset with him. He tends to deflect, saying things like, "I like to spend time with people who like me and are kind to me," or he outright denies spending more time with Robyn than with the other kids. No big open discussions really with Robyn, so the kids aren't really confronting Cody an awful lot. There's gossip and little murmurs, but that's about it.
A commenter had also mentioned how it bothers them that Robyn always claims she's an empath. Gwendlyn agreed. If you're really an empath, you don't have to tell everyone you are. Sure, maybe on a reality show you feel like you need to describe your personality for the audience, but Robyn definitely seems to have this self-image where she's the perfect communicator, the caring one, the super kind one, basically the glue holding everyone together. And Cody? He echoes it. He's always saying, "Robyn's the best communicator. She always brings us together." Yet every time Gwendlyn watches the family fight, she's left wondering, where exactly is this perfect communicator in the chaos? Gwendlyn didn't mince any words regarding Robyn's so-called good communication. Actually, she even says that during fights, Robyn has encouraged Cody to continue yelling at Janelle. So calling herself a great communicator, Gwendlyn is obviously not buying it. She does make an interesting point. If you have to continue telling people that you're an empath, maybe you aren't really one. It's sort of like saying, "I'm super popular." You wouldn't have to claim that because you'd know that with the way someone acts. And with Robyn, Gwendlyn says she has never really seen empathy. As a matter of fact, she sees the opposite. Take Mary, for instance. In season 6, when Mary wanted to go back to school, Robyn couldn't handle it because it would pull her away from sister wives. Every time she tried to do something on her own, Robyn was never considerate of her needs or her wants. She selfishly acted on behalf of the family. She tries to belittle Mary's problems by stating, "You're part of the family, Mary. That's all in your head." It's about the kids. Gwendlyn feels he isn't building bridges. When looking back over the seasons, she doesn't see the strong relationships Robyn makes the claim of having with all of them. Even Mykelti, who's supposed to have a great bond with Robyn, Gwendlyn wonders if it's really real, or if Mykelti is just playing along to be on the show. And maybe Robyn is being used in the process too. It's hard to tell where the reality ends and the performance starts. Gwendlyn also gave her 2 cents on the whole Mykelti situation. She believes Robyn might be using Mykelti to make herself look like a good person. In fact, Robyn has admitted on Becoming Sister Wives that she talks to producers about avoiding storylines that make her look bad. And she knows full well she's considered the least liked sister wife, a homewrecker who's disrupted the family. As such, she makes sure the producers give her sensitive storylines that cast her in a better light. With Mykelti, Gwendlyn thinks that any warm relationship we see on screen this year was ramped up for a sympathetic storyline. In reality, only one adult child of Robyn seems to want anything to do with her. Meanwhile, the rest of the family has had to deal with the fallout of Robyn's lack of empathy, her own children's needs taking priority over everyone else's. That, per Gwendlyn, is selfish. If Robyn were really empathetic, she'd care about the other kids' needs too. Instead, she blames the wives, thinking they're just nicer and get what they need. She views Robyn as haughty, unsympathetic, and mendacious. In her words, not exactly the picture of kindness she had claimed to be. So, what are your thoughts on Gwendlyn's video and her perspective? Make sure to check out her channel, I'll link it in the description box below, and let me know what you think in the comments. Bye for now.